could even sound like this.
Good morning, it's Dub and Emma, and we're joined now by Heather from the Fort St. John North Peace Museum. How's it going today, Heather?
Good, you?
I'm doing very well, thank you very much. You're here to talk about Night at the Museum 3, which is happening this Friday night at the museum. I think we've all seen, I don't know, have you seen the movie Night at the Museum,
yeah,
Emma?
I have.
Okay, so if you have seen the movie, you probably have a good idea what this is. If you haven't, why don't you tell us a bit about what this event's all about, Heather?
So this is our take on the movie with a Fort St. John twist. So you get to meet and interact with 9 different characters from Fort St. John's history. So they'll be scattered throughout the museum with their displays, and they'll tell you a bit about themselves, interact with you, maybe tell you about some of the artifacts and so on that are with them. And it's lots of fun for the family or a date night or adults, seniors. So yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a really fun time. I know you asked me about doing this maybe like a kind of midsummer or something to see if I'd be interested, and I agreed to play one of the characters. Tell me about some of the people playing. You don't have to say who if you want, but are a lot of them sort of like museum volunteers or members of the Historical Society, or are there kind of other surprises as to who else you might be seeing there?
So there are members of the Historical Society, but we've also asked several community members. We put out a call on Facebook because I was the only women actress from the Historical Society or museum.
Yeah.
And we needed a few more. So yeah, we were really lucky. People jumped on it. I had so many volunteers. So we're welcoming about 4 people who have not volunteered with the museum before, but are very enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, and I do want to say, I think you said this already, but a big part of this is the interaction between people. So, you know, we may each have a bit of a spiel about what we're about, but a lot of it's going to be ask questions and sort of engage with each other, as we say, in character as the person we're playing, correct?
That's correct. So you might be asked if you're a law-abiding citizen by our police officer, Lawrence Clay, or you might be treated as if you're a parent or student by our school teacher, Amy Smith, and so on. So play along or even ask some questions of your own.
Absolutely. Well, how does this work then, Heather, in terms of getting signed up to be a part of this? Do you just show up, or you kind of have to register ahead of time?
You have to register ahead of time. You don't have to pay ahead of time. You can register just by calling the museum at 250-787-0430. It is $15 for adults, $10 for seniors 65 plus, $8 for students. And then you sign up for a time slot. Our 7 p.m. time slot is full, but we have a little room at 7:10 and 7:20, and then lots of availability after that. So tours start every 10 minutes, and they last 45 minutes. You have about 5 minutes with each historical character.
Gotcha. And it goes till 8:45 or 9 o'clock, I think, right? When's the last appointment time?
The last shift would end at 9:15, but 8:30 would be the
Gotcha.
start time. Yeah.
Okay, so there is lots of different flexible times for you depending on what your schedule is. And again, the only way to sign up is by phoning the museum?
Yeah, or by stopping by, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And how many people are in a tour group?
About 10, but those under 5, we're kind of putting a few more into those smaller groups.
Nice.
Yeah, so kids 5 and under are free.
Okay.
Lovely.
Very cool. All right. Well, again, that's coming up this Friday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm also really nervous about it, but it's going to be
Do you want
a
to
lot of fun.
reveal who you're going to be, or is that a surprise?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to be playing Duncan Cran, which is very cool. I hope I can do everything. I know Heather and I have already had a couple back and forths about, where is this place he was referring to and kind of his bio. So it's been a lot of it. Honestly, it's just been a lot of fun learning about the man and some of the places he refers to and how they're named differently now, or they're in one example they're underwater under one of the reservoirs of the piece. So it's been a lot of fun, and I'm hoping it goes very well. Heather, anything else you want to say before we let you go?
This is a great way for people to not only meet Duncan Cran, but other people's schools are named after that you'll recognize, like Margaret Murray and CM Finch, as well as people who you might not recognize so much, like I'm Lena Kostyuk, later Galen, who made parkas in this area in the 1940s. So.
Awesome.
Wow. So I was just going to say, if you did the cemetery tours this summer, this will probably be of interest for you as well, right? Because are we talking about some of the same figures?
A few of them, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Super
Absolutely. All right. Well, once again, you can stop by and sign up for a time now by just visiting the museum. Or what's the phone number again, Heather?
250-787-0430.
Okay, that's this Friday night starting at 7 o'clock, though that time slot's already taken. It's Night at the Museum 3. It's going to be a lot of fun at the Fort St. John North Peace Museum. Thanks for checking in with us, Heather.
Thanks for having me.
This community interview is supported by your Member of Parliament, Bob Zimmer. Stop by his office in Fort St. John at 9916 100th Avenue and